And then she woke up?
Yes.
Did you say anything else to her, or did she say anything to you, or no?
No, she just screaming.
She just screamed?
Yes.
Okay.
This case takes place in the USA in the year 2023. A seemingly ordinary family in Florida became the center of a chilling tragedy that stunned a community and raised profound questions about childhood, morality, and justice. A teenage honor student with a spotless record committed an act so heinous that even seasoned investigators were left reeling. But the reasons why are even more disturbing. Meet Derek Rosa. Derek was born on the 26th of August 2010, making him just 13 at the time of these harrowing events. Derek lived in an apartment complex in Hialeah, Florida. Derek lived at home with his 39-year-old mother, Irina Garcia, alongside her partner and Derek's stepfather, Frank Ramos. And at the time of these events, Derek had a 2-week-old newborn baby sister. While Irina looked after her children, Frank worked as a truck driver providing for his family. And despite his parents divorcing, his father still maintained contact and played a role in his life. From all outward appearances, Derek enjoyed a stable family life. That stability helped him excel in school. He consistently made the honor roll, highlighting a sharp intellect and unwavering dedication to his studies. Yet, that same meticulous and diligent nature would later emerge in a far more ominous context. Along with an otherwise stable background, those who knew Derek described the murderous events as unpredictable and unforeseeable. Relatives remember him as a loving, affectionate boy. He was someone who wouldn't hurt a fly. One family member, interviewed by a local news reporter, noted, "This isn't like Derek at all," emphasizing how out of character his actions seemed. There was no documented mental health issues or warning signs that would have flagged Derek as a risk, and so, the central haunting question remains, why did he do it? On the 12th of October 2023, the day was like any other. Frank was at work driving a truck, and Irina was at home tending to her children. The apartment the family lived in had a Ring doorbell system for added security. On this day, in the early evening, Derek was seen walking in and out. Irina was sitting on a chair behind the living room door. She was breastfeeding her baby daughter. The two then had a brief exchange. Derek could be heard saying, "Why do you always tell me not to run?" when his mother told him not to run out of the door. After this encounter, the two got on with their evenings. But little did Irina know, Derek had been plotting a horrific and hateful act. Derek had been making several extremely distressing Google searches. There were 7 searches to be exact. He searched for an artery image diagram. Where is the best place to stab someone? Is a small knife good for killing? Is it easier to kill someone with a small knife? Can a knife cut through bone? The last search was with regard to a machine gun, although the reason for this isn't exactly clear. These searches are as shocking as they are chilling. He had decided that night that he was going to kill his mother. Derek got home and went to his room at around 9 p.m. and was apparently asleep by 10 p.m. His mother had gone to bed at a similar time too, and was cuddled up to her little one. At around 11 p.m., Derek woke up with a singular purpose. By then, his mother and sister were soundly asleep. This was the moment that he deemed perfect to put the plan into action. He crept into the kitchen and picked up a 12-inch stainless steel knife. Then, moving under the cover of darkness, Derek slipped into his mother's bedroom. But unbeknownst to him, a small surveillance camera to monitor the baby was still running, silently recording every moment that soon followed. Derek leaned over to his mother and said the word maricona, which is a slur in Spanish. Then he proceeded to thrust the knife into his own mother, in the locations where he had previously researched, right into the neck. Derek pulled the knife out and placed it into her neck once more, this time on the other side of the neck, severing another important blood vessel. With this, blood began to exit Irina's neck under high pressure, spraying blood across the room. Irina awoke in unimaginable pain, shock, and horror. She screamed and panicked uncontrollably as she fell to the floor beside the bed. But Derek was relentless. He kept thrusting the knife into his own mother over and over again. After a few moments, she no longer showed any signs of life, but he continued pushing the knife into her body, his own mother. Ultimately, he stabbed her 46 times. Surprisingly, despite the screams, his sister never woke up. Who knows what he would have done if his little sister would have woken up. Derek then immediately left the room and headed towards his stepfather's spare gun. He intended to use it on himself, but he couldn't. And so instead, he decided to contact his online gaming friend, who goes by the name of Sweden. He callously showed off his diabolical work. He bragged about his actions and sent this friend a photograph of himself doing the shaka sign. Derek held his hand up with his thumb and little finger extended along with his tongue pointing out of his mouth. His hand was covered in his mother's blood. Derek's friend Sweden couldn't believe what Derek had done. Derek then apologized to Sweden for what he did and said goodbye. Information regarding Sweden or his part to play in this, if at all, is not understood. Because Derek couldn't go through with what he planned to do, he instead called 911 and calmly surrendered.
Excuse me.
¿Sí, en qué lo podemos ayudar?
Can we speak English?
I speak English. How can I help you?
Can you bring the police over here where I live?
What is your address?
I don't know my address.
Are you by yourself with your mom?
Yeah, no, my baby sister's here too. She's sleeping.
Did you kill your mom? Okay, where is the knife right now?
I put it, let me check. Wait. I put it on the floor inside of the... Wait, no. Where is it? I can't find the knife. My what?
Your stepfather.
No, he's a truck driver, and he's driving trucks far away.
And do you have guns in the house?
Only one, but he has another one with him.
Okay, so you have a... Where's the gun right now?
It's in the living room. I loaded it. I pulled back the slide, but I did not shoot.
Okay, the gun is locked or it's in the living room somewhere?
No, I have it right here on the couch. Do I get rid of the bullet? Not shoot it. Pull back the slide.
Do not touch anything. Okay, leave everything how it is.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I need to know that you don't have any guns or any knives with you.
There's a knife in my room and there's a gun in the living room.
Okay, I need you to stay away from them. Can you put them in a safe place away from where the officers can see them? Can you put them away?
So where do I go? Ah! Shit, I'm sorry. I saw something fell and it scared me. I'm sorry, miss.
What happened?
Something fell from my mom's room and it scared me.
Something fell from what, sir?
It was, she has a lot of handbags, and one of her handbags fell.
Okay, not a problem. I need you to put everything away, okay? I don't have anything in your hands.
Okay, but can I have my phone in my hand?
You can have your phone in your hand, yes, you can. I need you to stay with me on the line, okay? Do not hang up, okay?
Okay. Do I stay in the living room with the gun or no?
No. Do not touch anything. Do not touch anything. I don't want you to have anything in your hands, okay?
Okay, do I drop the mail?
You can put the mail to the side. Just have your phone with you, okay? Just stay with me on the line. Where is your sister? Your sister still there?
She's sleeping.
She's sleeping, okay.
Yeah. Excuse me, miss, what do I do if she wakes up?
If you wake up, just let me know. I need to know, do you think we can help your mom?
Miss, she's dead. And my stepdad's calling me. Do I answer?
No, stay with me on the line until the officers get there, okay? I'm sending you help.
Okay. Miss, do I sit in the living room or not?
Stay in the living room. Stay there where you are. Do not touch anything else.
I have more family members. They can take care of my sister.
I understand. Your sister will be in good hands, okay? Let's just worry about you now, okay?
Okay. Miss.
Yes.
I took pictures and I told my friends about it. Was that bad?
You told who about it?
My friends.
Your friends? Did you send pictures to your friends? So what you did?
Yeah.
No, do not leave. Do not leave. Stay there where you are in your apartment. I'm going to tell you when you can come out, okay? Do not have anything in your hand, okay?
I'm going to stay in my living room.
Stay in your living room. Only have your cell phone, okay? Stay with me on the line.
Okay, miss. Miss. I touched a lot of things in the house. Is that bad? Was that bad?
That's okay. That's not a problem, okay? That's not a problem. Just stay with me on the line, okay? Why did you do this to your mom? Can you tell me why?
My stepdad telling my mom I could hear the phone.
Okay, do not pick up the phone. Just stay with me on the line. Concentrate, okay? Stay with me. Do you need fire rescue? Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. I just have a little bit of blood on my hands and my...
You have blood in your hands?
Yeah. Miss, how did the police get here so fast?
Because this is a life-threatening emergency, so we get to places fast. We're there to help you, okay? We're going to help you and your sister, okay?
Okay.
Who did you send those pictures to?
My friend. I don't know his real name because he is an online friend who I play with a lot.
Derek was relatively calm, but on edge and clearly in shock. At just 13, his voice changed from surprisingly clear and informative to trembling and chaotic. And amid the chaos, another detail stands out: Derek's concern for the family that he has just shattered. He frets over his sister, who might be frightened by the arrival of the police. He also worries about his stepfather Frank. Throughout the call, Derek does express a form of remorse. After calling the police, Derek waited at the apartment doorway for nearly 18 minutes until officers arrived. The Ring doorbell footage captures him there trembling and drained of colour before he's arrested and taken into custody by the police. In the aftermath, detectives launched an immediate examination of the scene. Investigators move in and discover the weapons exactly where Derek said they would be on the phone. This was the 12-inch kitchen knife with a pink handle. The tip of the knife had broken off, like it had been stabbed into something hard. The investigators later discovered the missing piece, which broke off into Irina's bone. Inside Irina's bedroom, officers found her lying on the floor, brutally stabbed and unresponsive. Her body was riddled with stab wounds in her arms, legs, abdomen, chest, and neck. The fatal attack was so extensive that one investigator noted that the only area untouched was behind her knees. The killing alone is hard to imagine, but at the hands of your own son renders one speechless. Derek's sister was swiftly taken and placed into her grandmother's care until her father Frank could return from work. Why exactly Derek chose such a devastating path remains a huge question, and one that the police were going to try and find out. The police took Derek to the station and attempted to interview him to seek further information. The interview commenced at 2:50 in the morning the next day. Derek was read his Miranda rights and signed to accept that he would undertake an interview without a lawyer present. Derek walked the officers through the events with a chilling clarity, echoing the details that he'd already shared with the 911 operator, only this time he added even more context. Derek's once calm and cooperative demeanour shifted, hinting at a secret that he wasn't ready to reveal.
Did you ever make your way to your sister?
Killing her?
No.
Touching her?
Touching her?
No.
No?
I left her alone. She was sleeping and she didn't wake up, so I didn't touch her.
Okay. Alright. Let's get back to your mom. You purposely went for the artery? Was there a lot of blood after? And then she woke up?
Yes.
Did you say anything else to her? Or did she say anything to you or no?
No, she just screaming.
She just screamed?
Yes.
Okay. Why did you stab your mom?
Can you go to the bathroom before I answer that?
Yes, of course.
So you were about to tell me the why. Why did you kill your mother? Do you know?
If I have to say it now,
Yeah, get it off your chest. Absolutely.
I can wait for a lawyer.
Okay, at this point, you want a lawyer?
Maybe not.
We can't. No, listen. Just so you understand, okay? You have mentioned or asked us, should you wait for a lawyer? We're not here to advise you on whether to talk to a lawyer or not, but if you are requesting a lawyer at this point, we can't interview you any further. You understand? We have to stop the interview.
Okay.
Do you want us to stop the interview?
Yes.
Despite his reluctance, the police had enough from his confession to charge him with first-degree murder. In the hours and days that followed, investigators uncovered damning evidence. The Ring doorbell footage, disturbing Google searches, and the camera recordings. With the 911 call, Derek's interview, and forensic findings at the scene, the investigators pieced together the brutal events with grim clarity. When charged with first-degree murder, Derek was charged as an adult. He was initially held at a juvenile center, but he was later transferred to the Jackson Memorial Hospital due to concerns about his mental health. They believed that he was a high risk to himself. A psychologist in this institution said that Derek has ADHD and that another doctor tested him on the autism spectrum. Being on these spectrums doesn't automatically make someone likely to commit a crime, but ADHD can affect how a person controls impulses and understanding the consequences of their actions. But apart from this, nothing else was really flagged, and it's unlikely that this would have even contributed at all. Derek was then moved at a juvenile centre, and there he was the youngest inmate among 34 felons, all aged between 16 and 17. Due to the high-profile nature of this case and the concerns for his safety, Derek was placed in a single cell with a frosted glass window. He was isolated from the other inmates, with social interactions limited to the guards. The case's notoriety also brought him prominent legal representation, with renowned defense attorney Jose Bezes taking the lead. His attorney has claimed that he was mistreated in the jail. According to an inside source, they said, "He is a middle schooler, he still plays with Legos, he is a child." Derek's conditions were akin to solitary confinement. He was isolated and was under constant watch. He lived in near total seclusion. His education was even halted. The request from his lawyer led to a hearing in late November. Many of Derek's family ended up attending this hearing. They protested Derek's treatment, demanding proper rehabilitation and therapy. They pleaded for him to be transferred to a better juvenile facility to continue his education. One family member told Local10.com, "He is not an adult at all. He is a child who still plays." But the prosecutors stood firm, arguing that Derek's current confinement, though harsh, was necessary for public safety, describing the murder as evil. They maintained his isolation and supervision were sufficient. The judge ultimately ordered bi-weekly updates on Derek's time out of isolation, ensuring improvements in his treatment. Meanwhile, the defense secured a small victory: access to the crime scene. The defense team, a forensic examiner, and a photographer were granted 3 hours inside the apartment to gather evidence. Derek's trial was expected to begin on the 26th of February 2024. However, there seems to have been some delays. Critical evidence had not yet been turned over to the defense. This included body cam footage and results from physical evidence collected at the crime scene, specifically the murder weapon, a broken knife fragment, and the blood-stained clothing Derek had worn. The prosecution explained that the knife fragment and clothing had only recently been sent to the lab, and they had not yet received the results either. The judge was visibly frustrated and criticized the delay, insisting that the evidence should have been made available sooner. Due to the complexity of the case, as of January 2025, no new trial date has been set. As for the Rosa and Garcia family, they have described that their world has been shattered in an instant. They lost a daughter, sister, and mother, while also losing a son and grandson to the justice system. The family remains in despair, not just emotionally, but financially. While the law firms have taken the case pro bono, the mounting costs for experts to analyze the evidence and write reports has been overwhelming. To ease the burden, their family have created a Fundly page, which has drawn support from over 5,900 donors, raising nearly $150,000. Despite the chaos, one thing remains steadfast, that is their unwavering love and belief in Derek. They see his actions as a tragic, misguided mistake made by a child. They continue to pray for his education and rehabilitation, holding out for hope for his second chance at life. But some questions still do linger. Why did he do this? We still don't know. And who is his friend Sweden? Did he play a part? And should a kid who stabbed his own mother to death, breaking the knife in the process, and then flaunt the carnage to his friends deserve a second chance? Some say yes, and others say no. But only time will tell if Derek will get a second chance at life.